Good day, everyone. My name is Christian P. Momo from Greater Precision, and I am here to present you the egg diagram. So, let's begin. This is the egg structure. So, eggshell, shell membranes, egg yolk, chalaza, exterior and middle albumin, germinal disc, and air cell. And don't forget the egg white. So, this is the egg white. So, let's begin in the function of each part of the egg. So the first one is air cell. The air cell is produced on the egg's bank with membranes linked to the shell right away. It starts off tiny 3 millimeters in the newly placed egg and grows over time. As a result, it plays a crucial role in determining egg quality. The fresher the egg, the smaller the air camera. So take note, the fresher the egg, the smaller the air camera. So this is the air cell. The next one is chalaza. The chalaza are a pair of spring-like structures that protrude from the vitelline membranes equatorial area into the albumin and are thought to operate as balancers, keeping the yolk in place in the deposited egg. So remember, albumin and are thought to operate as balancers. So the chalaza is a balancers and keeping the yolk in place in the deposited egg. So this is the chalaza. That. The next one is eggshell. The classified eggshell protects the egg, contents, and embryo from physical injury as well as microbial contamination. This integrated bioceramic also controls the exchange of metabolic gases in water as well as providing calcium to the growing embryo. So the function of an eggshell is to protect the egg contents and embryo from physical injury and microbial contamination. And it has calcium to the growing embryo. So it provides a calcium. So this is the example of eggshell. The second one is egg yolk. Almost all of an egg's vitamins and minerals are in the yolk. Vitamins include vitamins A and D, thiamine, and riboflavin. Minerals found in the yolk are iron, calcium, phosphorus, and more. Other essential nutritional components of the yolk include lutein and zeaxanthin, both of which are more bioavailable in eggs than from other sources. So despite their small amounts in yolks, the lutein and zeaxanthin you get are easier for the body to absorb and use. So the function of this egg yolk is to give vitamins like A and D and minerals like iron, calcium, phosphorus, and more.
This is the example of egg yolk.
The next one is egg white. The major component of white is albumin protein, which is translucent and soluble while fresh but white and hard when coagulated. The white is divided into two sections, a thick piece that surrounds the yolk and a thinner, more liquid component that lies outside of it. So the function of egg white is it gives um, protein that is translucent and it is a fresh but white and hard when coagulated. So that is the egg white. So this is the example of egg white. Next one is shell membrane. Immediately beneath the shell are two membranes, the outer and inner shell membranes. These membranes protect the contents of the egg from bacteria and prevent moisture from leaving the egg too quickly. So the function of the shell membrane is to protect the contents of the egg from bacteria and prevent moisture from leaving the egg too quickly. So this is the shell membrane. The next one is germinal disc. The sperm penetrates the egg through the germinal disc or blastoderm, which is a tiny round white patch 2 to 3 millimeters wide on the surface of the yolk. The blattodisc contains the nucleus of the egg. As the embryo grows, blood vessels are eventually sent into the yolk to utilize it is or it for sustenance. So the function of germinal disc is to sustenance uh, the yolk to utilize. So that is the function of germinal disc. So this is an example of germinal disc. So the next one is middle albumin. The inner thick white of albumin is a dense, matted fibrous capsule of albumin that wraps around the vitelline membrane of the yolk. The chalaza, which are twisted in opposing directions and serve to keep the yolk centered, are at the end of the matted fibrous capsule on either end. So the middle albumin is the inner thick white of albumin is a dense matted, and it is a fibrous capsule of albumin that wraps around the vitelline membrane of the yolk. So this is the thick albumin. The next one is exterior albumin. The bloom or cuticle is a thin outermost layer on the shell that helps keep germs and dust out. These two translucent protein membranes, which lie between the eggshell and the egg white, provide effective resistance against bacterial invasion. If you pull on these layers, you'll notice that they're quite powerful. So the function of this exterior albumin is to um, keep the germs and dust out, and it provides an effective resistance against bacterial invasion. So this is the exterior albumin. So that is the exterior albumin or that thin albumin. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you've learned a lot from the egg structure, their parts, and their functions. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.